My grandmother and I have the same nickname for each other. We call one another my other half. Even though she never experiences my pain, she still gets it. She always makes me feel better. I didn't know periods could be like this, my grandma says, frowning with a pained look in her eye. At the time, I'm 24 and taking a year off birth control to give my body a breather. Grandma sits on the end of the bed, her bed, that I've been confined to for 24 hours. Sorry you flew all the way down here just to be inside during such a beautiful weekend. It's okay, I say, moving towards her during a moment of pain free relief. It's better than not seeing you at all. I rest my head on her shoulder, inhaling her familiar scent. My grandma's love is constant. No pain can dull our connection. But the pain has been like this since I got my first period in high school. I push open the battered bathroom wooden door and make a beeline for the handicap stall. I lock the door and rest my face against its cool metal surface, relieved that I made it to my destination. There's a familiar sensation of pain sparking and a small fire quickly spreading through my back and my abdomen. The rush of hot liquid that signaled the start of my period in the middle of Latin class seems to have a specific vendetta to wreck my life. I collapse slowly on the tiled floor, allowing the tears to roll down my face. Okay, and I know the floor of my high school bathroom is filthy. A tampon wrapper next to the toilet and discarded tissues on the floor next to the trash can are proof enough. I know. I'm just in too much pain to care. The cramping washes over me in waves until the only accessible feeling is fear. Curled in a fetal position on the cold tiles, I wonder if this is going to be the rest of my life. Sometimes, friends ask me why I don't go to the nurse for help. In response, I tell them about the time I walked into her office, hoping to collapse onto the bed and cry myself into a stupor. The nurse looks up from their desk and asks, "What brings you here?" "Bad period cramps," I say, a voice that's dull with pain. The nurse looks at me skeptically. Those aren't fun. Let me get you some Tylenol, it'll take the edge off." They smile, thinking they've solved the problem. Tylenol won't do much. It never does, I say, hoping they'll whip out a heating pad and my blankie. Instead, the nurse replies, "Well, I'm sure you're just working yourself up. Give the Tylenol time to set in." My pain is real. I want to scream. But instead, I bow my head in defeat and accept the Tylenol. The nurse's dismissal is almost as painful as the cramps. A year later, I'm at my first gynecological visit. I'm 18. I have no clear language to articulate my experience of this monthly torture, much less speak about my relationship with the down there area of my body. All I know is that it's June and college starts in 2 months. These cramps need to be fucking fixed by then. I jump as the medical assistant calls my name. After a series of intake questions, I'm left alone to undress. Oh God, what if the gyno thinks my vagina looks weird or smells? A few minutes later, Dr. Gyno walks in and my legs are officially in the stirrups. After the invasive, uncomfortable, and cold exam, I can finally sit up normally. "So," asks Dr. Gyno, "why are you here?" "I have bad cramps," I say, feeling embarrassed to talk about my experience. "Okay, describe them for me." I have no idea how to begin. She's the doctor. Shouldn't she have an idea of what the pain is? A guiding light for me to talk? Painful? Like I can't breathe. That's it? Dr. Gyna looks at me for more information. Like the school nurse and so many others, this doctor just isn't getting it. But this is their profession. Shouldn't they understand more about the devastating pain that I've since learned affects 1 in 5 women during their menstrual cycles? How can I make them understand that each month, the extreme pain I feel brings me to tears and physical collapse? I feel like I'm on fire, I tell the doctor. Sometimes I vomit. Is that normal? This question feels like a plea for help. Why isn't there just an easy remedy for this pain, something so many women experience? Cramps are known to be on a scale, Dr. Gyno explains. Everyone is different. Sometimes they hurt, sometimes they make us sick. It's nothing to worry about, she adds reassuringly. But I'm not reassured. It just can't be normal to be bedridden with a heating pad plastered to my stomach for a full day or two each month. None of the Midol commercials show women sweaty and doubled over. They look great while they're supposedly suffering. If I try to forego Advil, the pain radiates down to my toes, crippling me. If I take too much Advil, the heartburn starts. After prescribing a low estrogen form of birth control, the doctor abandons the room and my dilemma, leaving me to get dressed in an uncomfortable, lonely silence. This past summer, my grandmother began to quickly deteriorate from pancreatic cancer. Pushed in many directions by well-meaning family members, she appeared confused and overwhelmed, unsure of how to speak up about her body's needs. Something snapped in me, watching my other half unable to advocate for herself. I kept asking my parents, does Grandma know why she feels like this? Has anyone told her she's dying? My heart broke. It still breaks, thinking of her pain and confusion. Now, at 27, I'm learning to advocate for my body's needs, educating myself and others in my grandma's memory. My new attitude is that it's better to say too much rather than cower in silence. I'm known as the friend without a filter. I wear that title with so much pride. I was silenced and dismissed for the first 25 years of my life, only now receiving diagnoses I should have heard about at least a decade ago. I don't suffer from endometriosis, what every doctor I've ever seen told me. No, rather dysmenorrhea, a similar yet distinct form of menstrual cramping. My pain is real. Your pain is real. My suffering has been sidelined and ignored by a system set up to overlook the experience of anyone not born male and white. So I'm speaking up to claim my voice because it's about goddamn time. Sorry to my friends. I'm never going to stop making jokes about anuses and vaginas. It's never going to happen. I will never stop fighting to remove taxes from menstrual products. And I will never, ever dismiss someone else's pain. Because right now, out there is a girl crying on the floor of her high school's bathroom, needing a voice to represent her experience until she's ready to stand up and speak. Thank you.
Yeah! Yes! 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 Yes!